Right then, petrol heads, let's talk cars. More specifically, let's talk about the beating heart of your beloved motor, the engine. You might think it's just a hunk of metal, but trust me, it's got a lot to say. Ever heard a weird rattle or suspicious squeak? That's your engine trying to tell you something. It's speaking its own language, and today we're cracking the code. Think of it like this. Your car can't exactly whip out a mobile and text you when something's wrong, can it? No. Instead, it gives you subtle or not so subtle hints in the form of noises, smells, and even the way it feels when you're behind the wheel. Ignore these signs and you'll be forking out a fortune at the mechanics. Pay attention, and you might just save yourself a world of pain. So buckle up, because we're about to dive headfirst into the fascinating world of engine diagnostics. We'll cover everything from deciphering those strange noises to simple DIY checks you can do in your own garage. By the end of this, you'll be practically fluent in engine, ready to tackle any mechanical mystery that comes your way. Before we start deciphering engine whispers, let's get back to basics. What actually goes on under the bonnet when you turn that key? In the simplest terms, an engine is like a mini explosion factory. It mixes fuel and air, sets it off with a spark, and boom! That explosion pushes a piston which turns a crankshaft, which ultimately makes your wheels go round and round. Think of it like riding a bicycle. When you push down on the pedal, it turns the gears and moves the bike forward. In an engine, the explosions are like your leg power, the pistons are like the pedals, and the crankshaft is like the chain that transfers the power to the wheels. Now I know what you're thinking. Jeremy, this all sounds very complicated, but don't worry, you don't need an engineering degree to understand the basics. The key takeaway here is that all those moving parts need to work in perfect harmony to keep your car running smoothly. When something goes out of whack, that's when you'll start hearing the whispers turn into shouts. Now for the fun part, deciphering those weird and wonderful engine sounds. Let's start with a common one, a high-pitched squealing. If you hear this when you start the engine, it's probably your serpentine belt begging for mercy. This rubber hero is responsible for driving everything from your alternator to your water pump, and when it goes, things get messy. Next up, a rhythmic tapping or clicking sound, especially when the engine is cold. This could be your valve lifters having a little moan. These small hydraulic components keep everything running smoothly, and when they get gunked up, they tend to make a racket. A deep rumbling sound could be a sign of exhaust trouble. This could be anything from a simple hole in your exhaust pipe to a more serious issue with your catalytic converter. Whatever it is, it's best to get it checked sooner rather than later. Remember, a healthy engine is a happy engine. Section 4, keeping your engine happy, maintenance must-dos. Just like you wouldn't skip your annual checkup at the doctor, well, hopefully, your car needs regular attention too. Keeping up with basic maintenance is the single best way to prevent those engine whispers from becoming full-blown screams. And the best part, you don't need to be a mechanic to do it. First on the list, oil changes. Think of engine oil as the lifeblood of your car. It keeps everything lubricated and running smoothly. Over time, this oil gets dirty and less effective, which is why it needs to be changed regularly. Check your owner's manual for the recommended intervals, but as a general rule of thumb, every 5,000 miles or so is a good shout. Next up, filters. Your car has air filters and oil filters that trap dirt and debris, preventing them from wreaking havoc on your engine. These filters need to be replaced periodically, just like the oil. Again, your owner's manual is your best friend here. Section 5. Know your engine, a symphony of sounds. Now let's talk about the importance of knowing your engine's normal sounds. Every car has its own unique acoustic signature, a symphony of hums, whirs, and clicks that are perfectly normal. It's like knowing your best mate's laugh. Once you're familiar with it, you can instantly tell when something's off. The best way to get acquainted with your engine's normal sounds is to spend some quality time under the bonnet. Start by listening to your engine when it's cold and again when it's warmed up. Pay attention to the different sounds it makes at various RPMs. Does it have a slight ticking sound that goes away after a few minutes? Is there a faint whirring that's always present? By familiarizing yourself with these normal operating sounds, you'll be able to quickly identify anything out of the ordinary. It's like having a sixth sense for engine trouble.